Hello everyone, hope all is well today. My name is Gilamat. Today we'll be discussing the question 2 for numerical variables. Here we're asked to construct a stem and leaf plot for a numerical variable. Here, for example, 150 would represent the number of different species of birds at a particular location. So this is our numerical variable. Okay, and so for different locations we have a number of identified species. To construct a stem and leaf plot, what we want to do is identify our minimum. So here our minimum is 150, and we also need the maximum. Maximum is 231. For each one of these numbers, the rightmost number, so here for 150, the rightmost number is the leaf, and so the stem will be 15, and then for 231, the rightmost number is the leaf, and then 23, this is our stem. So our stem is 23. And so we'll need stems from 15 to 23. Okay? And so what I'll do is I'll construct a vertical bar, and then I'll write my stems. So 15, 16, 17, and so on. And we continue doing that until we get to 23. And so now what we need to do is put in our leaves. And so we'll start with 150, so this is the stem 15, and then we need to put our leaves in ascending order. And so what we'll do is we'll have to be careful. So as I have 150, and then I have 156, so the leaves would be 0 and 6, and then I have 150, 154, and then what else? We have 159, 150, and then I think that's it. So now what I'll do is I'll put them the leaves in ascending order. So I have 3 zeros. So 3 zeros. I have a 4, 6, and a 9. Okay, so these are the leaves for the 150s. Now I'll do the 160s. So I have 166, 164, and then what else do I have? I have 169, 164, and then 160, 160. Oh, notice I have a 158 that I missed, and so I need to add a leaf. So I'll take out the 9 and then put in an 8 and a 9. So this is 159 that I added to the plot. Okay, so the 160s, so I have a 0 and 2 4s. So 0, 2 4s, a 6 and a 9. Okay, so that's the 160s. For the 170s, I have 175, 177. So the leaves would be 5 and 7. I have 178, and I think that might be it. So 5, 7, 8. So this is good for the leaves for 170s. So 18 is the stem. So this is for the number 183. And then what else do we have? We have 199, so 199. And then I have 203. I have 216. And then 231. Alright, so notice that the stem 22 has no leaf. This is because there's no 220s in our data set. Okay, so this is the stem and leaf plot. It's always good to put a little note here to help the reader understand what is a stem and what is a leaf, what does it represent. So for example, if I wrote the number 19 with a leaf of 9, this I should interpret as 199. So this is a little note that will be attached to the stem and leaf plot. Okay, so now to describe the distribution, good to think in terms of the symmetry. So here we actually see an extension of the tail of our distribution on the right. So this is skewed to the right, unimodal. And then let's try to describe the exceptional characteristics. So for example, there are extremely large values. 231 could be considered as an outlier, possibly. And there are also some very large values, 4 of them, from 183 to 216. Okay, and then now let's try to describe the center. We can try to do this with a median. And so if I have 20 values, I divide 20 by 2, I get 10. So the 10th and the 11th value in ascending order would represent the median. So if I look, I count the leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 brings me to 164, 11 is 166. So the center of these two is 165. So my median is 165. This is a representation of the center. And then to give an idea of the dispersion of the values, so ignoring the 5 values which are larger than 183, the remaining number of species per location are found between 150 to 178, and this would give us a description of the dispersion of the values. Alright, so this is our stem and leaf plot, also with a description of the distribution. Alright, so have a good day.